Alright, welcome back everyone. I just pulled the car back in. I was doing the video for Paint Hero, so I had the car soaked with, pre-soaked with Ammo Frothy, just to use up whatever's in the pump sprayer. And then I rinse it off outside, because I wanted to capture hydrophobic properties for the Paint Hero, but also just to get the heavy grit on there. So I was using Ammo Frothy to take some of the heavy dirt off with it. Because I wanted to use it up that was in the pump sprayer. And so I'm going to be using a pump sprayer with CarPro EcH2O next. And so I kind of just wanted to play around with the tips here. So this is the foaming tip. You don't need this one, so you're going to take this off and you're going to use the non-foaming tip. And we're going to see how good this works with a non-foaming product to see if it does anything. I was playing around with the spray patterns here. So we're going to just go ahead and use this. The dilution for EcH2O, which I have here, it tells you on here, dilute 1 to 10 or 1 to 15 with water. Again, as a waterless wash. If you're using that as a quick detailer, I say 1 to 15, but I use 1 to 20 for a quick detailer. So I'm using 1 to 15, which I put like 40 ounces in here, and it came out to like 2 point something ounces of product. I forget the exact dilution. It was basically 74 milliliters into about a 1 1/4 liters of product. So you're going to, so we're going to put this in here. I'll just change out the tip. Actually, I was trying it with the seal and without the seal. You need the seal in here or it's not going to work properly. Okay, so you want to get this semi-tight here. We're going to turn this on. We're going to let this build up pressure. While it's building up pressure, I kind of talk you through this here. Somebody had asked me, how long does this last on a full charge? It's really hard to say. I think last time I did a vehicle, I did like I think 3 or 4 before the light. I did 3 or 4 before I lost 1 light. So you're gonna probably get about 12 or so vehicles on a single charge. So let's play around with the. So this thing doesn't do. It acts like there's a lot of pressure in here. So I'm not sure if it's going to work for you on a yeah, this doesn't act very well here. So just experimenting with this, it doesn't do a good job with this nozzle. So you're going to be using this. You're going to be using this primarily as a foamer. So I think that's good enough. I'll just do half of this car here. I think the only thing that's good about it is it puts out a lot of product. But you're going to be wasting a lot of product. So I don't know if it's really worth it for I don't know if I like that portion of it. So you can see I lost 1 light here, and I've done about 3 cars at this point with that. But yeah, I don't know if I like that the way it works with the non-foaming nozzle. So like I said, the car's not super dirty right now because I had just rinsed it off, and then this section of the hood that I just wiped is cleaner because I had done an N914 thing on here, and then I'll just come back and knock this down to get the excess EcH2O off. So EcH2O is actually a real nice product to use for a rinseless wash. I normally don't do waterless washes, but if you want to use it as a waterless wash, just know that it may be streaky, and if you do get streaks, just have, actually I should have brought a drying towel, but if it does get streaky, just come back with your detail spray mixture of EcH2O and wipe off the excess product. So what you'll notice with EcH2O is it's going to go on slick, because that's the byproduct of it, and you're going to get gloss. Now if you use it at a heavy dilution like I'm using here at 1:15, the hydrophobic behavior there will be hydrophobic behavior from the product. Because we're altering the surface tension from it. But it's not going to last, you know, it's not durable protection. That's not what the product's designed for. The product's designed for gloss and slickness. That's its two primary functions. And I think I mentioned in the rinseless wash video that you can see how stained these coatings have become as they've during my testing. So there's plenty of water spots on these. Yeah, but I was saying that not too many know that EcH2O actually has carnauba in it, and that's where the slickness comes from. You can see it wipes off real easy. You're not going to have any problems with this. And it actually cleans well. So this is pretty much the entire process. Just come back with another towel and dry it off. Like I said, this Gorillaz PFM is actually a nice towel, and this is the smaller version. And just flip it over and buff it off. And what you're going to get is, like I said, you're going to get lots of gloss from this product and plenty of slickness. So let me just wipe this panel down. I don't even know if I got that far, but my towel's pretty damp. So just come back, wipe everything down, and you've essentially cleaned your vehicle, left slickness, left gloss, and you're pretty much done from this during this process. And so let me just go ahead and get this guy, and I'm able to do big areas because I'm in the garage, but if you're not in the garage, just work panel by panel. You can see I don't have dirt showing up on my towel because I had rinsed all that heavy grit off. Just go ahead and I'm finish with this towel. I'll throw that towel in there too. And I'll come back and just knock this down. Okay, yeah, there's really no dirt on here after I pre-soaked it with frothy. Put that here for a second because I want to show you. So say I had some streaking, I would just come back and say, oh, I have some streaking, just mist on the surface, wipe it down, flip your towel over, and you've essentially have a streak-free finish. So just a quick tip, if you have to do it this way and you have to come back and touch it up, by all means do so. There's nothing wrong with it. Just keep in mind that it can be streaky as it's more concentrated at 1 to 15. So let me just go over to the dry side here. And one thing is that you want to wipe it very clean from glass, because especially your side mirrors. So again, I would just mist it on there. You want to wipe it clean from your side mirrors, and the reason for that is because if you don't, you'll end up with this funky haze on the surface, on the glass, and it's gonna look funny. And so primarily that's it. Using it as a waterless wash. Alright, so that's it for using it for a waterless wash. Just continue on. And if you notice it getting dry on the surface, just go ahead and put some more product on there. And then just get and you would do the same process with your wheels. Again, just get some towels that you're going to sacrifice. I shouldn't say sacrifice, that you're going to have dedicated for wheels. So it's a good product. If you can't get a certain rinseless wash that you're a fan of, somebody had asked me where they can get O&R. Because in their part of the world, O&R was out of stock, and you can use this in the same concept as O&R and get very similar results. It's just this one's going to look glossier than O&R. So that's pretty much it for a waterless wash. I'm going to have to figure out if you need that seal or not on the tip here. I'm going to try it without the seal, but I think without the seal it just spits out product because there's nothing to really stop it from spewing out, from spraying out product. So that's pretty much it. We're using the SPTA. So far I'm not the biggest fan of this as a when using it as a non-foamer, but it could just be taking some getting used to. But as far as Echo as a waterless wash, it does a heck of a job. So I'm going to go around the rest of the car and knock it out, but this car's going to look good. And I'm going to use some Fine Lab Pure Wash on the wheels because I'm going to prep them for a coating maintenance, which I'm going to put on a different video. But that's CarPro Echo in a nutshell as a waterless wash. The car looks good. It does a good job of cleaning the surface. It's going to give you some nice gloss enhancement. And like I said, overall it's a real good product. Just get yourself a pump sprayer. The only reason I'm using a pump sprayer, you can use it with a spray bottle if you wish, but I'm using it with a pump sprayer because that way I don't have to continue hitting the trigger on there. They do have automatic spray triggers as well. You can just hit the trigger and it'll pump spray for you. But I just wanted to try this out and kind of see if it's worth it. But it looks like it's going to be more of a dedicated foamer versus an actual pump sprayer. But yeah, the pump sprayer during the waterless wash is going to just save your arms and your hands from carpal tunnel and getting tired. So again, thanks for watching, and if you have any comments or questions on EcH2O as a waterless wash, by all means post down below. It's just one of the many products that you can use as a waterless wash. It's not going to interfere with your foam protection, because the protection or whatever is left behind is not long durable. So you expect about a wash or two, then just goes back to your LSP performance. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, everyone. So I wanted to come back and show something. Yeah, I was using the foam in the wrong way. What you have to do is, when you take, in order for you to use this with a non-foaming product, is you have to pull out the straw in here, and there's a little piece of plastic here. I'm going to do that right now, and you put that in there, and that will tell you to that will show that it's able to be used with a non-foaming product. Like for example, when I'm using EcH2O, and so I'm going to do that right now just to show you that that's the way it works. And so in here it tells you how to do it. So we'll do that right now. I just wanted to showcase that. I was like, wow, why isn't this thing doing it right? And then well, it's right here. You have to take out this, they call it the bubbling connector, which is right here, in order for you to just use it with a non-foaming product. If you want to use it with a foaming product, you put that piece in there. So let's take a look at that. I was like, why isn't this working yesterday? Well, that's the reason why. So let me just unspin this. So we'll pull the straw out, and the piece is right here. So you need to take this piece out of here, then you push the straw in there, lock it in place. And so now we're going to play around and see if it works better. Actually, it didn't work that bad with that piece in there. I didn't mind it. It was just a little funky. So let's just turn that on, let it go. So yeah, you want to take this piece out of here. So I already finished wiping the car down, and the car looks great just sitting out here. So I'm going to just spray it on one more time on here just to show it. This thing's a lot louder when it doesn't have a lot of liquid in there. Alright, so it's reached on there. You can see I have two and a half lights, 3 lights in there. So let's do this side here. Put this towels here for a minute, and we'll play around with the. So now you see it's pumping as it should be. You don't get all that excess pressure, and you can adjust the nozzle. So there's a fan setting. So you can just play around with it and just kind of just let it do its thing. And so now it doesn't have that funky spray pattern. So that's what happens when you come home and you're like mentally drained from the work week, putting in 50 hours or whatever. You lose count after a while. And so I just kind of wanted to just come back and showcase that it's not a problem with the foamer, it's a problem with the user. And so I was like, why is this thing not working right? I was like, well, that's the reason why. It was not set up properly. You have to pull that piece out in order for you to use it as a non-foamer. I'm just going to come back and wipe this dry. So that's pretty much it. I just want to come back and mention that if you're going to use that sprayer as a as a non-foaming pump sprayer. You know, just be aware that you're gonna have to take that that little piece out, which they call the bubbling connector. I got my glass all wet here too. Alright, so that's it. I just want to come back and kind of show that one little piece that you have to take off. I'm going to put these towels in my, I think it's clean, in my bucket here so I can wash them. But that's pretty much it for the pump sprayer here. That in order for you to use it with a foamer, you keep this piece in. If you want to use it with a non-foaming liquid, then you take this out and then you go on with your regular use, and now you got the spray patterns as a normal pump sprayer. So pretty good adjustment for the nozzle. When it comes to that, you just turn this off and then just release the air from here, and then you're all done. So just a quick little update. So I hope if you guys made it through the entire video, this will showcase how to easily fix that. You want to just take this little piece out if you want to use it with something like Echo, ONR, N914, whatever that doesn't foam. If you want to use it with a foaming product, you're going to have to put this guy in there. So just a quick little follow-up. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.